It's been a very determined Sha'Carri Richardson. She's got to get past Kayla White. She's got that done already. Here goes Sha'Carri, third national title.
What if one race could remind the entire world why Sha'Carri Richardson is the most electric name in American sprinting? What if tonight wasn't just another win, but a title that puts her in company only one other woman has reached this century? That's exactly what happened on Friday night in New York City, as Sha'Carri Richardson crossed the finish line first at the 2026 USATF Outdoor Championships in a blazing 10.77 seconds, capturing her third U.S. 100 meters title. Today we're breaking down the full story, the race itself, the results, the road that got her here, and what this dominant win means heading into the rest of the season. Let's get into it. Before we get to Friday night, you need to understand the stakes. Sha'Carri Richardson has run the U.S. 100 meters final 3 times in the last 5 years, 2021, 2023, 2024. Every single time she crossed the line first, but 2025 was different. Richardson was hit by an early season injury that derailed her entire year. Her best time all season was 10.94 seconds, good enough for only 5th place at the World Championships. For an athlete who had once looked untouchable, it was a humbling stretch. So heading into these championships at a Con Stadium in New York City, everyone wanted to know one thing. Was the old Sha'Carri back? The early signs said yes. She opened her season with a win at the Los Angeles Grand Prix in 10.99 seconds. Then, on June the 20th, she ran 10.77 seconds at the Star Athletics Sprint Series, her fastest time since the 2022 Olympic trials. She followed that with a narrow, lean-at-the-line runner-up finish behind training partner and reigning world champion Melissa Jefferson-Wooden at the Prefontaine Classic. By the time Nationals arrived, Richardson was the fastest American woman in the world this year, and with Jefferson-Wooden choosing to skip the 100 meters entirely to focus on the 200 meters, the door was wide open. But this wasn't a one-woman race. Kayla White, the 2025 runner-up, had been chasing Richardson all season long, including that head-to-head battle at the Los Angeles Grand Prix. White was in career-best form of her own, and everyone in the sport knew she'd be right there at the finish line if Richardson gave her even the smallest opening. That's what made Friday night in New York City feel different from a normal championship race. This wasn't just about who would win. It was about whether Richardson, coming off the hardest season of her career, could hold off a rival who refused to let her have an easy night. This is the story of how Richardson walked through it. The path to the final Richardson's championship run started on Thursday, July the 23rd in the first round. She looked calm and composed, cruising to the top time of her heat in 10.90 seconds, nearly a tenth of a second clear of Kayla White, who ran 10.98 seconds. It was a stress-free, controlled opening statement. A year earlier, an 11.7-second run in the first round had ended her championship before it even began. This time, there was no such danger. Friday brought the real test. 2 rounds in one night, then final, separated by less than 2 hours. In the semifinal, Richardson ran 10.78 seconds, wind-aided, comfortably advancing and signaling that her top gear was very much intact. Then came the final, 10.77 seconds, under the lights at Econ Stadium, with the wind reading a legal 0.9 meters per second. 9 women settled into the blocks for the biggest race of the championships. Kayla White got the jump. She was quicker out of the blocks, and for a moment it looked like she might control the race. But Richardson doesn't need the fastest start. She needs the fastest finish. Down the stretch, she found another gear entirely. Smoothly, almost effortlessly, she reeled White back in and pulled away in the final meters. She didn't lean desperately at the line. She didn't strain. She simply ran through it, in complete control the entire way. The clock stopped at 10.77 seconds, a season's best, and her third U.S. 100 meters title. Richardson didn't slow down after crossing the line. She kept sprinting around the bend, let out a scream of pure joy, and turned back to the roaring crowd to take a bow. The full results, here's how the final finished. First place, Sha'Carri Richardson, in 10.77 seconds, a season's best. Second place, Kayla White in 10.90 seconds, also a season's best. The second straight she's finished runner-up to Richardson. Third place, Tamari Davis in 11.0 seconds. Fourth place, Anavia Battle in 11.2 seconds. Fifth place, Jaslyn Gardner in 11.3 seconds. Sixth place, Nayla Harris in 11.6 seconds. Seventh place, Kayla Jackson in 11.11 seconds. Eighth place, Jasani Carter in 11.15 seconds. Ninth place, Malicia Muzon in 11.18 seconds. Just look at those margins. From first to sixth place, barely 0.3 of a second separated the entire field. That's how thin the line is between a national champion and a name you never hear again. This wasn't just another national title, it was history. With this victory, Richardson became only the second woman since the year 2000 to win 3 U.S. 100 meters titles, joining Carmelita Jeter in that exclusive club, and she did it after a genuinely difficult 2025. Speaking after the race, Richardson said it felt phenomenal to be back in a better place, healthy, mentally, physically, and emotionally, and that the result showed her hard work had paid off. Think about the arc here, an injury-plagued season that limited her to a 5th-place finish at Worlds. Questions about whether she could return to championship form. And then, less than a year later, she's not just winning. She's running one of the fastest times of her career and doing it with total control down the stretch. That's not luck. That's an athlete peaking exactly when it matters most. The celebration told its own story. Richardson didn't ease up at the finish line the way some champions do once the race is already won. She kept driving around the bend at full speed, screaming with joy, before turning back toward the stands and taking a bow for the crowd that had come out to see her. It was the reaction of someone who understood exactly what this moment meant. Not just a win, not just a fast time, a full-circle comeback completed in front of a home crowd in New York City on the biggest domestic stage in American track and field. For Kayla White, there's plenty to build on too. A second straight runner-up finish behind Richardson at a season's best time of her own keeps her firmly in the conversation as one of the most dangerous sprinters in the country heading into the rest of the year. Sha'Carri Richardson's 10.77-second run wasn't just a title. It was a statement that she's fully back and that the rest of the world's sprinters now have to deal with her again. Do you think Richardson can carry this momentum all the way to a world title? Or is there someone out there who can stop her? Let us know your prediction in the comments below. If you enjoyed this update, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest track and field news. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.